Hi everybody, welcome to Scuba Diving Magazine. Today I am breaking down my personal top 10 dive computers so far in 2022. I'm going to do a quick rundown of each of them, why they made it on the list, including who they're perfect for and why, of course, they made it on my top 10 list. And in the description below underneath this video, there will be some affiliate links to some great websites where you can actually get your hands on some of these awesome dive computers. Starting off the list is the Shearwater Perdix dive computer. The Perdix is a large color screen dive computer with a user changeable AA battery, so very easy to get hold of replacements. The Perdix is the slimmer version of the Petrel and also comes with a wireless air integration version that you can pair to a wireless air tank transmitter to monitor your gas supply if you want that feature. While the Perdix is more aimed at advanced divers, including technical divers, it also works well for recreational divers thanks to its easy to understand display and user interface. On the inside, the Perdix gives you full control of your gas mixes with both oxygen and helium amounts and lets you adjust your gradient factors as well to set up your dive computer just how you like it. On from that, you can color code the information on the screen to personalize your dive computer. The slim body of the Perdix is shaped to contour around your arm and has mounting options for both bungee cord and elastic straps, so you can pick and choose. Both of those come with the computer in the box. Now, there is a new Perdix 2.0 dive computer version that's been announced for 2022 with a few little upgrades, so keep your eyes out for that. The Garmin Descent range of dive computers has changed the face of modern dive computers by creating a multi-sport dive computer. As well as a whole host of scuba diving features, the Descent range has all of Garmin's hiking GPS, lifestyle features like your heart rate monitor as well. You've got Garmin Pay, it connects to your mobile phone, and all of this in a very compact watch-sized dive computer that you can just wear that day to day and just pick and choose what strap you pair it with depending on the day. They're quick release, so you can swap them over to your heart's content. Aimed at the modern active scuba diver who wants to wear it all the time, the Descent Mark II is the flagship dive computer from Garmin, suited for really demanding scuba divers from beginner to advanced. It suits everyone really. The Mark II has a color screen with a rechargeable battery on the inside and a wireless air integration, thanks to that little eye on the end of Mark II, as well as air and nitrox modes, apnea, freediving, as well as trimix. But the Mark II put a lot of attention into the surface features as well as underwater features, which a lot of other dive computers fail to consider. An upgraded version of the Suunto Eon Steel, the black version, now lets you choose which algorithm you dive with, as well as connect to up to 20 separate tank pod transmitters, and it now has a new 150 meter maximum operating depth compared to the previous version. Oh, and it's black, obviously. Another large color screen dive computer on this list, the Eon Steel Black, is very easy to understand at a glance, and the graphical displays really do help you to understand what the computer is trying to tell you just at a quick glance. Aimed again at really any level of scuba diver, from both entry to pretty advanced scuba divers, the Eon Steel has just everything that you could possibly want in a dive computer, from nitrox and trimix, wireless air integration, compass, rechargeable battery on the inside. The only place that it stumbles is, much like the Perdix, it doesn't have an apnea or freediving mode. It's a bit too big and bulky for that, so it's purely made for scuba diving. But as a dive computer, very easy to understand and navigate, and their user interface is very, very easy to get on board with. The Scuba Pro G2 dive computer has an ace up its sleeve compared to a lot of other dive computers today, and that is in its human factor diving. The G2 has an optional heart rate monitor belt that you wear across your chest that tells the G2 how hard you're working in the water, and more importantly, how warm your skin temperature is, or how cold your skin temperature is. Using this information, the G2 can adjust your dive profile to recommend that you actually end the dive a little bit sooner or spend a bit more time on a safety stop if required to improve diver safety. The G2 is another color screen dive computer with an intuitive display, wireless air integration, rechargeable battery, digital compass, freediving, nitrox and trimix modes on the inside, the G2 is a strong all-rounder for any tier of scuba diver, but the real trick up its sleeve is in that human factor diving. The Shearwater Peregrine is made for new scuba divers, where a lot of the advanced features of computers like the Perdix can be confusing and almost intimidating on your first dive computer. The Peregrine has been designed to be far easier to understand for new scuba divers. A color screen with a nice large information digits on the front of it and a simple to understand 2-button user interface, the Peregrine can be seen as an entry-level version of the Perdix, but it can still handle multiple nitrox mixes. It does have a few upgrades compared to the Perdix though. The Peregrine features a built-in rechargeable battery, so you can top it up as you need to when you're on the go, because it's just a USB cable, and it actually has vibration alerts in it to get your attention without alerting the entire dive site. The Zoop Novo really had to have a place on this top 10 list because it has been the staple entry-level dive computer for a lot of scuba divers out there. And there's good reason for that. For the price that you're paying, you're getting a 4-button user interface with one of my personal favorite menu structures and just button layouts. Another nice feature that the Zoop Novo has over a lot of the competition is its partial dot matrix screen. Where many budget dive computers opt for a simple segment display, the Zoop Novo has a partial dot matrix section down the center that is far easier to understand. A segment display is great for displaying numbers like your depth and your dive time, but when it comes to more complicated information during a dive, the Zoop Novo can display actual words instead of just 3-letter acronyms. Garmin released the G1 and the G1 Solar in 2022. As the name suggests, the G1 Solar has a small solar panel on its face that tops the battery up when you're exposed to sunlight, or when it's exposed to sunlight, extending the time between charging. The G1 has a monochromatic screen that saves some battery power compared to the Mark II, and it still boasts many of the same features as that Mark II. You still have all of the GPS and the compass features, heart rate monitor, tide planner, multi-sport apps in the compact and very lightweight G1 dive computer. Again, perfect for the active scuba diver. The G1 Solar is perfect if you're just starting out, as well as on the wrist of an advanced scuba diver. So this computer will suit you for your entire diving career. The Suunto D5 is a watch-sized color screen dive computer with great style. You get your choice of bezel color, strap, and thanks to a new update this year, you can now customize the watch face of the D5. Made to be worn day to day, the D5 is great for the traveling scuba diver, as you can wear it all the time and never leave it behind when you're going on a dive. The D5 also connects to your smartphone so that you can read alerts from your phone on your wrist. Vibration alerts, wireless air integration, rechargeable battery, digital compass, and more, all combine to make the D5 a very powerful all-rounder of a dive computer for both entry-level and advanced divers. The Shearwater Teric is widely considered one of the best dive computers available today, and thanks to its advanced features, it's the perfect dive computer for advanced divers who want better control of their gas mixes and dive profiles from a small screen dive computer. Again, made to be worn day to day, the Teric works as a wristwatch, but is more at home underwater than it is on the surface. Whilst you can connect the Teric to your smartphone to download dives, it doesn't feature text alerts or other features that some other computers on this list have. That being said, the Teric has had all of its attention poured into its diving features, and it shows. A choice of simplified or comprehensive layouts and user adjustable color palettes, as well as information layouts and button functions, make the Teric a very powerful tool on a scuba diver's wrist. The Scuba Pro Galileo HUD is something a little bit different to what a lot of scuba divers are used to. Instead of attaching to your wrist or your gauges like most other dive computers, the HUD connects to your mask. With a small screen that just sits in the corner of your view, the HUD gives you a heads-up display so that you can monitor your depth and your decompression at a glance without using your hands. Perfect for instructors, photographers, and just about any scuba diver that uses their hands to do things in the water. The HUD lets you just get on with whatever you're doing and check your figures at the same time without having to let go of anything. The main downside is that you're limited to the mask that you can connect it to. The good news to that though is that Scuba Pro makes some really nice scuba diving masks alongside their nice dive computers, but that is something that you do need to bear in mind if you're thinking about going for something like the HUD. And that's my personal top 10 list right now, in no particular order. It's really hard to rank them from like number 1 to number 10 because some features are better for certain scuba divers, whilst other features are better for other divers. But hopefully that helped you and gave you some ideas if you're thinking about investing in a new dive computer. Underneath this video, you're going to find some links to some great dive stores that carry these dive computers so that you can take a closer look at them. And if you want my opinion on any other dive computers that aren't on this list, then by all means ask me down in the comments section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Remember to like and subscribe to the Scuba Diver Magazine channel if you haven't already. It really does help to grow the channel and improve the content, as well as check out our website and magazine by visiting scubadivermag.com for the latest in scuba diving news, as well as destination advice and gear reviews. Thank you for watching everybody, and of course, safe diving.